All right, Top 97, number one for hip hop is TT Torres, Bobby Trends.
Shaking the block.
And our special guest is here, Young Thug.
Yes,
What up,
sir.
All right, so
In the
Thugger,
building.
I never get nervous. I've been in the radio business for 20 plus years, but I dreamt about this interview because I find you so intriguing, and you have been the one person on my interview wish list. And I've interviewed everybody from Barack to who else, Trent? Just pretty much everybody in the industry. But you were the one that I'm like, I have to sit down with him because I find him so intriguing.
Wow.
And not only that, you and I share the same birthday, August 16th.
Leo.
So in your first mixtape, when it came out, I didn't realize that one of your favorite records was actually one of my favorite records, Keep in Touch.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's old.
That's real old.
That's one of my favorites, though.
One of your favorites.
I read that in a Complex interview, and I'm like, you know, why isn't it on all the DSPs? Because I'll be looking for it. I could find it on YouTube, though.
Right. I need to do. I don't even remember how we was putting music out back then.
I think we was just like MP3ing them and SoundCloud. That's how we would discover them.
Yeah, it's a lot of SoundCloud.
So let's talk about the album Punk. It is out today.
Yes.
It's amazing, by the way. I was listening to it on the way in, and me and Trends was just talking about it.
Going over it.
And I love the fact that your album is like you created, just you and Period created like a whole genre of music and your whole catalog.
Right.
So when you're working in the studio, how involved are you in the engineering process? And I asked that question because it seems like every record you put out, it's laid so perfectly.
Because I record beside the engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go in like a booth, you know. I record right beside the engineer.
Yeah.
So I guess just like paying attention, just
How they do it.
10 years plus.
15
Yeah.
years plus. It's been
Like this shit.
And I also feel like you approach, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, do you approach your music more feeling first or strategy first? Like,
Strategy first. Wow. Like, because I feel like fucking, you know, your flow and your cadence, I feel like all that comes from like strategy. And then you feel it through.
I always thought it would be feeling first for you. And I only say that because your music it's such a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like there are records that you've done. I'll just talk about the ones recently, like what you did with Donda, what you did with Certified Lover Boy, what you've done with Meek Mill. Like when I hear you on a record, the record, in my opinion, could not happen without Young Thug. It just wouldn't have that special touch to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you get, like when I listen to Too Sexy, let's say you didn't put a verse on it, I cannot hear that record without saying, damn, Young Thug needs to be on that record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like artists of that caliber trust you. Like they don't tell you, okay, do this, do that. It's almost like they listen to you in a way on how to make the records. Am I right about that?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it came from just like being dedicated, you know. I go to the studio fucking 24/7.
Yeah.
So I got more than enough time to like figure everything out. As opposed to another rapper that books an 8-hour session or a fucking 6-hour section. I got my own studio. So I got all the time in the whole hour. Everything I want is inside the studio. Basketball courts, fucking pools, fucking bowling alleys, all this shit at the studio. So it's like, I don't gotta move. I got way more than enough time.
You got a bowling alley in your studio?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a complex. You got like multi-floors and...
Are you a good bowler? I saw on your Instagram last night you was at the bowling alley.
Yeah, I'm a great bowler.
Wow.
He said great.
I'm really great.
Yeah.
Fire.
Wow.
You do the thing when the leg fly out in the back, because I can't do that.
You know how I do it? I just grandma bowl. I just hit that bitch real hard.
With the bumpers? You use the
I
bumpers?
have to have the bumpers.
Are you pretty good?
No, I'm trash, dog. I have to have the bumpers.
You
I
put
cannot
the
bowl
spin on
without
the
the
ball.
bumpers.
That's what you do. You put that spin on there. I like that. So you gonna start a team? Like you got like a team or like? You got like bowlers you bowl with on the regular, like because if you competitive, then you know what I'm saying.
Don't Kevin Hart? I mean, Kevin Hart got like.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh, you and Kevin Hart bowling? I'll pass out. I need to see that.
Oh no, it's fucking
Somebody got a bowl
Chris
team.
Paul.
Chris Paul, yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Paul. Oh man.
Your team versus Chris Paul, that can kind of be like how the Rucker used to be. Remember back in the day here in New
Rucker
York, at Rucker Park, and all the celebrities used to have
You do
teams.
celebrity bowling.
Celebrity
Outta here.
bowling, that's
That should be
it.
like a charity celebrity.
Slime Bowling Academy. Right now, sign up.
Does Rucker still like exist?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
it's still
they
there.
just brought it
Uh-huh.
back. This summer was so lit in Dykeman because
Dykeman,
it
Rucker.
hadn't been a while. You know what I'm saying? So I've interviewed like Gunna and a lot of your guys from YSL many, many times. And the one thing that they always say is that you are really hands-on in the mentoring process for them. Like you really taught him how to step his stuff up and rap.
That's impressive.
And one thing, and I've heard people say this to you all the time, like you literally have birthed a generation of artists, but you also are very humble about that, is what I like. Like I never see you stick out your chest like, oh yeah, that nigga sound like me, or that's my flow, or that's my style. It's almost like a badge of honor, you know, to see your influence with other artists.
Right.
Yeah. Do you feel that way personally? Like humble in a sense when you
Yes.
see that?
Of course.
Yeah.
He don't need to stick his chest out. You know what I'm saying? Like he proved himself through his music and his
Right.
history.
Right.
You know, 15 years plus.
And then sticking your chest out is just it just brings bad vibes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very unboss like too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. But I think people fuck with you because you're so real. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't come with a lot of games. You say what you say, you do what you do, and I think that's what attracts real people to you. Right. So they listen with a different intention. Like they're gonna learn something from you. And I think that's like a leader. That's a true leader. That's that Leo shit that I'm talking about.
Leo.
Yeah. We are
Leo overall.
natural born leaders. I'm always curious too, like a lot of artists can't hang with some of the super lyrical artists, right? When we talk about super lyrical, you know who I'm referring to, right? Like I'll just say Meek Mill. You see how Meek Mill came from being a battle rapper, right? And he evolved into what he's doing now, right? J. Cole, when he came in, he was super, you know, rap. I feel like you've done records with all those people, right? And you have to be in the top 5. Just lyricalism and how you word your music. If people really listen to your punchlines and metaphors and how you approach your music,
Shit.
you're super lyrical.
I'm very lyrical. I think this album expressed that more though.
No, this album is straight. I love this album. There's a lot of storytelling in this album. You know who's the best storyteller? Biggie. That's one of my favorite. Him and Jay, when it comes to storytelling,
early in the game.
2 of my favorite. When I listen to, I don't want to say I'm comparing you because I'm not, because you're in your own lane. But when I listened to this album this morning, the storytelling for me is what stuck out the most in this new album that came out. Was that designed purposely?
No, not purposely. I don't think anything is purposely. I work off of instinct, you know, kind of, sort of. It's not really a purpose to anything. It's just like however I feel at that moment. I might make a fun song. I might make a serious song.
Yeah.
I might make a lyrical song. I might make an easy song. I just always just like adapt, go with the flow.
Yeah.
I never go in with like a point, you know. I never go in with like an agenda.
Yeah.
I just go in and be free.
Yeah. Well,
You know, whatever comes to me, just
Which
come.
song on the album do you think are you most proud of lyrically? Because that's the one I'm gonna go back and listen to 5 times and really pay attention.
Song called Road Rage.
Road Rage? Okay.
It's crazy.
I think we're gonna get that on.
yeah, we
Get
gotta
that
play
on.
that. Yeah.
Road Rage is lit.
Yeah.
But that's not your favorite song. That's just your most lyrical, you think?
My favorite song probably Stupid or Die Slow.
Stupid or Die Slow.
Yeah.
And which one do you think is gonna go like the biggest in the club?
Out of them or just period?
Period.
Uh,
Cause I'm in the club, so I need to get ready.
maybe a song called Scoliosis. Maybe the song called Drake and
Oh,
Travis.
Travis. Ooh. You know, I put that in today.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's definitely gonna be like
The way that beat, first of all, the way Travis Scott is rapping on that album,
yeah, you are.
I've never heard Travis Scott rap like that out of all the records he's put out.
This album make you want to do that though.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. Even Drake's flow on that song, I'm like, yo.
Did you guys spend time in the studio together, or you just sent out the?
You had to. I knew you had to because I said in the car this morning. I said, Thugger. I want to say this correctly. I said Thugger inspired that flow. Had to.
Probably did because you know how he is. He like he big on like fucking signs and just he playing too though.
Yeah,
he playing a lot.
You know who also flow? I think you inspired J. Cole flow on that album too.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of just heard it like 3 hours ago. I finally just heard it like away from everybody and just like it was just playing in the studio and I was just like sitting in the studio chilling and I kind of listened. It's like, yo, I was definitely inspired. He sound just fucking like me.
Yes.
Same cadence, same subject,
same everything.
And that's big because I know you influence a lot of the up and coming and the young boys coming up. But for you to influence another big rapper who's very lyrical is incredible. So that's
when you hear it though, you gotta hear it. You gotta hear it in your car. You gotta hear it loud.
You definitely gonna be like, oh,
Slime definitely did that. Yeah, cause the album, like when you hear this particular album, I go back to what I said before. It's like you created a whole genre of music, and it made everybody who we love on this album step up 10 times more. Because when I heard their flows and their cadence, they definitely listened, went in that booth, and translated his Leo energy.
And you have like because you have your own lane.
Facts. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Factual. Fucking factual.
You have a cult following. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like, was there anything like super crazy that a fan ever did that stood out that you never forget?
Sung a song and understood it.
Sung the song and understood it.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood bar for bar.
And had the conversation with you?
Like kind of had a conversation while he was rapping.
Wow.
Let me know, like, yeah, nigga, like.
I know what you talk about. I know. Right. I know what that means. You know what's crazy is like you broke every rule, every trend, and you're still one of the most successful rappers in the game.
Respect it. And
a lot of people are afraid to take those risks. Is that Cleveland Avenue? Just coming from Jonesboro Projects and understanding this is where I came from, this is where I'm at now. And everything that I am, it's because I had to get out that mud.
Yeah, don't stop now. Remember that. Just always remember don't stop now. And remember, like I'm very good with remembering poverty. Like I remember not having nothing. I remember crying. I remember just like being in the room like, fuck, I gotta get some money. I gotta get my shit together. I remember this shit. Like no matter what, I always, you know what I'm saying? I always keep myself humble and like make sure I remember these things.
I think that's why I like you so much because I feel like we got the same birthday, but I also know that life. Like my mom dropped me off at 14. I had nothing. Like I had to fend for myself in the streets.
Crazy.
And it's like when I hear you talk certain things or say certain things, it kind of hits me in the gut because I understand it. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I understand that like sometimes in life you have to do things in order to survive. Right. That you never speak of.
Yeah, it's no such thing. Back when we were like robbing people, like doing young shit, like 15, 20 years ago. Back when we was doing this, we wasn't we wasn't robbing people. We wasn't fucking plying on people. We wasn't doing. We were literally just surviving.
Trying to survive.
Because as soon as I got enough money, well, I thought I had enough money, I stopped everything. So it's like, I look back like, damn, I really wasn't that person. I was actually surviving.
Yeah.
When I was robbing people, I was surviving because I'm not a robber. I look at that shit now like, what? I would never in my fucking entire life.
Sometimes it's like,
Ever.
Yeah.
it's growing up, it's just like everyday regular stuff too. Because I know the way I grew up, we just woke up and when we saw opportunity, we took it because it was just regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't even feel like it was bad.
Right.
But how we grew up wasn't really regular though. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's why when we got it now, we could see the other side.
I forget sometimes the things I did until
Right.
like now we having the conversation and now I start
Now you're
remembering things that I used to do. And I'm
Right.
like, damn.
Yeah. I want to talk too about just you elevating maturity wise. Like you know, with the slime, the property you got, you said you wanted to do the build like a slime city, where you help kids, underprivileged kids. Because I know for your birthday, your manager had got you all this land and stuff like that. And what you're doing with these younger artists like Gunner and all these other artists, giving them opportunity, like, was that something you aspired to do, or when you opened your eyes, you realized,